Hello, you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Britik coming at you fast with a cutoff intro and with another Paragon Britik build. This time we're doing Sevarog, the sexy soul stealer. Veterans will remember. I love this guy. I fucking love this guy. Definitely, in my opinion, top 2 jungler right now next to Grux, depending on what you want to do. Sevarog is just such a beast with his abilities, with his stacks, with his health, with his peel, with just everything that he has, with his durability. Let's go down to his deck. He's emotionally insecure. Why do you think he always hides his face? It's probably filled with acne, okay? Ghost acne. Somebody make that happen. Sneaky Paragon, make a comic. But today we're going to be looking at his deck. So he's a tank. We're going to build him like a fucking tank. He's going to be unstoppable. He's going to be the best peeler in the world. The thing with Sevarog is you can build him very tanky and still do a good amount of damage. Because every time he grows in stacks, he also gains ability damage on his ultimate and his soul steal. So, that's pretty lit. So let's get into this. So, he's going to be a jungler. We're going to have Sage's Siphon as our jungling Siphon here. And Sev takes a bit to wind up in the jungle compared to other junglers. You know, he's not like Chimera who can just regenerate his health and just be ready to gank in 2 minutes. He really takes a bit of startup. So, even with, you know, you want to be clearing jungle very quickly. He does a lot of auto damage on his autos, so he clears pretty well. But at the same time, you also want to be getting those stacks, so he takes a little bit of damage as well. So he has the Sage's Siphon here, just get some health back, and have some minor cast in there if you need it. You actually really don't technically need it, because you're going to throw away the Sage's Siphon right away. But it's just a thing to have right there for people. You can also have Armivore. Actually, no, you cannot have Armivore. What the fuck am I talking about? I saw a red car. I'm like, wait, he's Fury. No, he's not. He's Corruption and Growth. What am I doing? So you can't have Armivore, but if you want to have a little bit more sustainability, then you could put in, you know, something that gives you health regen. You know, just a little bit of health regen, such as Savage Remedy, if you really need it, but I wouldn't really recommend it. I don't really care. So these points, these upgrades are just there just in case. You don't really have to worry about it, because the next card you're going to build after Sage's Siphon is this Mad Spore Sash. You could actually also put in a Guardian's Ward if your team needs wards, but usually my first 3 points I drop the Sage's Siphon, and I pick up the Mad Spore Sash. Now let's say you're too low on health and CP. You didn't gank, you didn't get a kill early on, you only have 2 CP, so you can't back with 3. Then get this health token, that's why I have this healer token, rather, not a health token, healer token. That's why I have it there for the 2.8 health regen to make sure that you sustain in the lane a little, or sustain in the jungle a little bit longer. So there we have it. Mad Spore Sash is going to be your first card. You're going to get rid of Sage's Siphon. You're going to get Mad Spore Sash. Then after this, you're going to go into your Guardian's Ward, which has 3 lesser healths. And trust me, you want to be tanky. Trust me, you do not need damage. Okay, trust me. You just build straight up health. You're not going to have to worry about damage. You do plenty of damage with your abilities, and especially your Soul Steal. You don't really need to. You just combine that with your auto attacks, and you'll be fine. After that, we have some health cards here. Okay, we have Elder Mage Amulet and another Elder Mage Amulet, just a bunch of health. If this is really bothering you, if you're not comfortable with having so much health, if you need to do a little bit of damage, then you can exchange 1 minor strike instead of 1 lesser health in each of these cards, and it'll be perfect. But I like having this much health. Okay, it's pretty cool. It just makes you super, super, super hard to kill. Super duper hard to kill. And it just makes your life easier. But again, like I said, if you don't like having that much health, you can do something like this. So you get 2 health and 1 minor strike in these cards to help you clear camps faster. If you're really not okay with having all that health, if it bothers you, if it triggers you, okay? Then we have Quenching Scales here. Now this is personal preference. If your team doesn't have Quenching Scales, this is nice to have, but it's also nice to have for yourself because it not only heals you, but it also gives you 24 armor. 24 physical armor right there, as it says plus 24 with that sign. That is physical. That is that's basic armor, rather, not physical, basic armor, not ability armor, but basic armor. Gives you basic armor, which is nice when you're targeting carries, so that's also really good to have on Sevarog. And then you're going to have your damaging Whirling Wand here. This is going to give you a good amount of attack speed. It's an 8-point card to counterbalance the 7-point Quenching Scales. You're going to have this at the end Also, just because it's going to give you even more armor to fight the carry with, because you're going to be focusing the carry. You're going to be really hard to kill if you're just targeting the carry specifically. So you always want to be in their face. You always just want to be right up on top of them as Sevarog because you're this big hulking mass. Plus you have Madsport Sash ticking away at them, so it's really, really nice to have that as well. So those are your early and mid-game cards. Then as you move into it, you can slowly build some basic armor here with the beta guards on the Madsport Sash. Once you get enough, you can then trade away one of these Elder Mage amulets for Thermo Bond. It's going to give you a bit of health, and it's going to give you your barriers. It's going to give you your ability armor. So this is going to be good. Of course, armor and health is what you want on tanks. And then you have this 12-point Amulet of the Veteran card as well for some more health. Just a ton of health, dude. Sevarog, you're just not going to die later game. Sevarog is the best jungler late game. He is the best jungler. He scales very well with these stacks and everything. You're building stacks. You're getting health with his Soul Siphon. It's just going to be insane. He's not that great early game, but later game, he's going to be making the world of a difference, and it's going to be completely noticeable. Okay, if Chimera is early game, and if he swings the fight early and helps your team early, Sevarog is kind of the opposite. He's there to make sure that your teammates don't die, but it's also difficult to secure kills with him early on because you just got to farm up with him a lot. Later on in the game, though, he becomes this hulking mass of unkillable destruction, and it's fucking amazing. So you're going to end up with 3 12-point cards, or not 3 12-point cards, rather. It's going to be... Let's do this from the small ones. You're going to have your Guardian's Ward right here, right? This is going to be your 6-point card. You're going to keep this 6-point card. You're going to keep this 6-point card, this Guardian's Ward. You're going to have Guardian's Ward as 6. You're going to have your Quenching Scales as 7. That's 13. Whirling Wand is 8, so that's going to be 25. Right? Did I do the math there? Did I do the math right? 13. No, 20. What the fuck am I doing? 21, dude. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. 21? Okay. 21. Perfect. Got it. Madsport Sash is 15. Okay, 6 plus 9, 15. That's going to be 36. You're going to have Thermal Bond as a 12-point card. That's 48. You're going to have Amulet of the Veteran, a 12-point card, as 60. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in total, and that's going to be your final deck. Again, it was confusing. I'm going to say it again. Guardian's Ward, Quenching Scales, Whirling Wand, Madsport Sash, Thermo Bond, and this Amulet of the Veteran, which you'll probably build last just for a ridiculous amount of health. Those are going to be all of your cards, your 6 cards there. I don't know what it is with me, guys. I messed up a lot in this video. There's something on my mind, man. Those chicken wings I had last night, they were so tasty. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to have some gameplay. This week is Sev week. So for those of you who wanted Sevarog, we got Sevarog. Also for those of you who wanted a bunch of other builds, I'm going to be doing my remasters, I guess you can say, of all of my beast builds for all those heroes that in the past that have been neglected. So thank you guys for so much for being patient, and I'm gonna come out with those soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did find this helpful, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, make sure you'll have a wonderful day.